Hey, what's going on YouTube? Lionel here, and today I'm going to do a top 10. Um, I'm going to do sort of a top 10, some things that I've been really wearing a lot in heavy rotation this summer. As you know, I'm in the Dallas area, so it has been extremely warm, humid this year. Um, Not hot. It's typically very hot and dry and arid, and everything's cracking and your yard is falling apart. But this year it's been actually very humid. A lot of rain, which for the good part is pretty good. I've yet to encounter, um, you know, a bunch of mosquitoes or bugs or anything. So that's pretty good. But and the stuff like your lawn and water bill and those things have been pretty good also. But it has been quite humid this year. So I mean, though it's not in the hundreds, just the humidity itself is sort of pushing the temperature up, or what it feels like the temperature is. So anyway, with that said, I'm going to get right into it. Here's some things that I've been reaching for a lot since it's warmed up, and it's probably been warm here since early May. So I'm in the middle of June. So I guess over the last 50 days or so, here's some things that have been in really heavy rotation for me. Two things that I have excluded are Aventus and Gray Vetiver. Whenever I have sort of meetings or anything that I feel that rings of sophistication, I end up reaching for either Royal Oud, Aventus, or Gray Vetiver. I don't know why, but that's just sort of been my thing lately. It just, for me, it just gives me an aura of maturity, or of class, of a tone of seriousness. Again, I don't know why. I can't give you a reason outside of, it's just that's how I feel when I wear it. That's sort of the the overall feeling I get when I wear, when I smell those fragrances and wear them on my skin. So with that said, let's get right into it. So this is a mixture of designer, some niche, actually, yeah, some designer, some niche, some cheaper stuff. But with that said, I'm going to jump right into it. So I'm going to give an honorable mention. My honorable mention spot is going to go to Loam. YSL Loam. As you can see, I've put a pretty big dent in that over the last couple years. I've had this, I guess, since I've started. This was probably one of the first 10 bottles I ever bought because of all of the stuff on YouTube. But for some reason, it's odd, man. As I've went back to this lately, I've been getting a lot of different nuances of the fragrance, a lot of different layers, and I absolutely love it. So Loam is going to get honorable mention. Number 10 is going to go to the House of Versace, and it is Versace Pour Homme. I've actually used about half of that. I don't think I've decanted any of that. So this was one of the first fragrances I've bought. I usually go with about 6 or 7 sprays of this when I wear it, and I've actually worn this one quite down. This is the 50 ml bottle, so it's probably about 25 mils left. Next time I get it, I may end up just getting a 6.7 because they're so reasonable online. So that's number 10, Versace Pour Homme. Number 9 is, I'm going to give that to a new addition. And excuse me if I don't pronounce this right, but Sur le Toit de Paris. As you can see, I got this a few weeks ago, and I've actually worn this maybe 5 times. And the only reason I haven't worn it more than that is just because of I only have a 10 ml decant, but I've really been putting the dent in this. Beautiful violet, sweet, kind of juicy. I mean, for some reason, it's sort of like a fruity violet fragrance, tad bit earthy. It is a beautiful fragrance. It's from the House of Atelier, and it is called, as you can see, Sur le Toit de Paris. It's from Atelier, and it is just drop dead gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. So, that is number 9. Number 8. Number 8 is going to come from the house of. Actually, I'm going to go with Atelier again because I reached for I reached for this one actually a bit more, actually a couple more, and it is Bois Blonde. This was a 30 ml decant. I've used that much of it since I've had it. One of the first niche bottles I think I got back when Spanthrax split this, and it is, again, I go a little heavy on the sprayer on these Ateliers. I go a little bit heavy on these ateliers just because of they are a bit light, but you get these whiffs just throughout the day. Typically, you have to reapply these after 4 hours. So the 200 ml bottles are a lot more reasonable than the 30 ml bottles. I would just say, from all logic, I would get a 200 ml bottle of any of these, unless I got like a 30 ml decant and it was, the price was about the same range. That's number 8. Number 7, I'm going to go with the house of Cartier, and it is a Cartier Roadster. As you can see, man, this is just gorgeous. I don't know why this thing doesn't get a lot of much more love. I actually think this can be a perfect signature fragrance. You have to like mint and you have to like vetiver, but the vanilla just does so much for this that it's unbelievable. I mean, this is one of the best fragrances in my collection. I'm just being honest. And again, this one was new, and for me to use that much over the course of time, pretty good. So that was number 7. That was number 7. I'm going to go to number 6 now. Number 6 is going to be hard, but I'm going to give it to Oud New York. I split this one probably last summer or the summer before. Last summer, I don't know. Somebody can tell me. Pretty sure you want to split. One of the best orange blossoms on the market. I'm sorry. This is sort of a lighter sweet redemption. Sweet redemption has the incense and a lot thick, but this is probably one of the best citruses that are more rounded. I mean, this is a busy fragrance. It's sort of a busy fragrance, but has the orange blossom, some vetiver, some florals in there. It is just a beautiful fragrance all around. That's number 6. Number 6. Number 5. Number 5. I'm going to give it to. I'm going to give it actually number 5. To be honest, I'm going to give it to Vetiver Fatal, and that probably should be. I mean, Sean Scoop gave me a sample of, I don't know, it probably gave me 8 mils. I've used about half of this over the course of time, and actually gonna wear it again here shortly, maybe Monday. Vetiver Fatal is, so as you can see, Atelier is dominating this list. Man, Atelier is just, from a summer fragrance perspective, if I could, I would just get the whole line, about 30 mils of it, and that would kind of just be my go-to for close counter types things. You go into a movie, church, a family dinner where you're going to be close counter, sitting next to each other. Atelier is the house to go to. I mean, it smells so natural, so beautiful, almost like you're drinking something. It's almost like it's juicy. That the vibrancy and a lot of the notes and the naturalness of the notes is just unbelievable. So that's number 5. Number 4. Number 4, I'm going to go with the House of Creed, actually, because this one actually beats out Creed to me. Silver Mountain, and this is Silver Mountain water. I've spilled it on the list, but this is Silver Mountain water, and I also have a bottle of it, but this is the decant that I've been using. I split this one also last summer, and this batch is potent. I mean, it's potent, musky, citrusy, beautiful. So that was number 4. Number 3, I'm going to go with, I'm going to go with Issey Miyake Pour Homme. Since I've got this from the Fragrance Bros, Jeremy, I've worn this maybe 10 times, and I'm not exaggerating. I've got it. Matter of fact, I got it on right now. So Issey Miyake is actually a niche quality fragrance. Before I would run out and buy a lot of niche fragrances, I would run to this one and really get a big bottle of Issey Miyake Pour Homme. It is just beautiful. They've done a good job with this one. I'm sorry, and for some reason I hated it. If you saw some of my previous videos, I never wore it. I didn't like it. It was too popular. But now I love it, and I reach for it just about twice a week. Is how often I'm wearing this fragrance. Number 2, believe it or not, man, is this thing, Carte Blanche. And I don't know why. I'm not telling you it's worth to go buy. I'm just telling you what I've reached for a lot. I wear this a lot. I wear this at least once a week, and almost every weekend. Almost every Saturday I put this on. It's cheap. I pay like $22 for it. The bottle is heavy, thick glass. The top is very cheap. It barely even stays on. But needless to say, carte blanche is just something I've reached for a lot. It is, it's become an alternative to something like Bleecker Street to me. Not saying it smells like Bleecker Street. I'm just telling you it's become an alternative to me. And number one is I got a different cap on this. This was a tester, and this is Millesime Imperial. And I wear this one. This is my favorite, second, third favorite fragrance of all time, fifth favorite, I don't know, somewhere in there. And it always gets a lot of love. And what's funny is I take Mel's Blend. So if I'm going dancing or something like that, I take Mel. As a matter of fact, if I'm going anywhere, I put 2 sprays of Mel's Blend on, and then I put this one kind of around my body on my shirt, maybe about 4 or 5 sprays. And when they combine, they just make this beautiful aroma, which got a lot thicker, a lot heavier, a lot more dense. Mel's Blend, and I just use this one for for other things, or like if I don't end up wearing Father's Day tomorrow to church, I'm going to end up wearing Millesime Imperial, just because it just exudes class and wonderfulness to me. So that's it for me. I'm going to do one quick little video sort of thing, little rant, and then I'm gone. Appreciate it. Peace.